program
People that invest money to develop
relative to our international sport, boss.
Come on, Rooney, man.
You talk about something where some man can vote for him friend. As opposed to international standard where wickets and runs is not a subjective thing.
You understand?
What do you man?
Just give me a second now, please.
No man, you can't use
the question ridiculous.
No.
Rooney, the question ridiculous.
Just give me a second now, man.
The standard is high then and it's still high now. That's my answer.
Just give me a second now, man.
I can't believe
Zidane, when you did a call of the year.
I don't want you to compare a calling program with professional sports when I invest millions to. You think CC did a call program? Hold on, Rooney, man.
So we're gonna move on because it's more than one thing we're gonna talk about.
You should have come off of the
radio. Know what I said? Huh?
You should have leave after that, man. You're Bram.
Rooney, pick up yourself.
You know the reality of the situation, my boss. Yeah. Give a man the opportunity to finish what I must say so people can understand. It's them take the time for call, you understand? Because if nobody call, then guess what?
All right, go on. Finish your point.
The floor is
yours. Finish your point.
Just give a man the time to finish what I must say.
Yes, finish your points, my boss.
See? So when we look on it now, we'll go back to the call of the year. You win. South win. Godfather Diego win. See? To be a call of the year, your standard have a high. The white chattel, no disrespect to the white chattel. Calling us a bossy. See? So if you're going to compare that, that's how the call of the year, the standard can low. Just like in a cricket now. And we're going to bring it back to cricket now. And international cricket now. And we're going to tell you, Arville Eagles, I'm not going to ask Zidane. And I'll not ask Zidane because Zidane never watch. Arville Eagles, you say I watch cricket for a long time. Now when you look on the left arm spinner from New Zealand and you look on the left arm spinner from India, who in your estimation is better without the numbers? Just looking at both.
No man, I can't know who better without the numbers.
Oh, you can't know who better without the numbers?
No.
But you never know Bravo numbers and you never know Sir Garfield number. I never Sir Garfield. Bravo numbers compared to Darren Ganga number. You never know them numbers.
No man, I know Bravo numbers.
No, you see Bravo and you see something there.
Who? No man, I don't know Bravo numbers. I don't know. What you talking about?
This is a hard
confuse me.
Look and tell who's better.
Really poor
That's
call.
all me I say.
It's a poor call. I can't know who better than who at the international level without numbers. So you're wrong, the sir.
Oh, you can't know that.
No, how me I know who better than who if me don't know your numbers?
All right. So when you see both players bowl, who you think is a better bowler?
Which two players?
This left arm spinner from New Zealand back in the day.
Who? Daniel Vettori?
Yes.
And which left arm now?
From India.
Jadeja?
Yes.
If me look upon them, without
who you think, in your opinion, is a better bowler?
Me look upon them numbers.
So you can't look and tell who's a better bowler.
Not when the two of them are.
So what if one player is better than another player?
It matter about standard generally, and yet it matter about two individual players.
Come on, Rooney, man.
So him just getting worse and worse.
Of course, Rooney, a man from the 90s.
It's not getting worse.
It's not everybody know better than everybody from the 90s.
Jadeja number is better than
Rooney.
Vittori's number.
Not everybody know better than everybody from the 90s, you know, boss. When we talk about standards, we're talking about generally the level of play, generally.
But let me ask him the one question before him, Bramble Rooney. Do you think the standard of fielding is higher now than it was 40 years ago? 30 years ago?
And when it come on to infrastructures and...
You know what the same now answer me asking.
Rooney,
big up, big up. Big up, Rooney. No, Rooney, big up, big up, big up. Big up. Rooney. Yeah, big up yourself, Rooney. Yeah. With that, we take a break. We'll be back.
Get on the path to financial freedom. Be your own boss with City and Guilds and Distinction College certification at Distinction College. Start full-time, part-time, and weekend classes in plumbing, air conditioning, and refrigeration, motor vehicle repairs, and electrical installation. No subjects required, no age limit, no entrance test. Register this week and get free courses at huge discounts. Licensed employment agencies will assist students with job opportunities overseas. Visit us in Kingston, Spanish Town, and Ocho Rios, or call 876-356-4167. Distinction Distinction College, the school of champions.
Is your peace of mind protected? When it comes to your home, business, or vehicles, you deserve the best. Choose Hawkeye. From our superior scalable wireless alarm systems to our team of reliable, competent installers, we've got you covered. We offer a full range of security solutions, including vehicle and fleet management, professional guard services, CCTV, advanced alarm systems, gates and intercom solutions, and even electrified fencing. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Hawkeye today at 926-HAWK. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
This Christmas, choose life. As we recover from Hurricane Melissa's devastation, we're reminded that life is fragile. Pedestrians, stay alert. Drivers, slow down. Rest if you're tired, and never drink and drive. One careless decision can change a family forever. Let's have a safe and prayerful Christmas and a crash-free 2026.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
I wrote and said which sports desk calling. That's the man guy.
Compare professional
sports to call it.
Man, when the academy from him at 8, I try to develop them skills to become a batsman. And compare that man. You think CC develop him skills for call from him at 8? Come on, Rooney, man.
And I would believe Preacher, because he mentioned Dwight Tue as his example.
Yeah, and not
the present caller of the year.
Who's one of the best of all time.
Yeah. So while him said Dwight Tue is generally a Brambler caller, certainly not in the level of the Zidans and the Pioneers and the Souths. Nobody's gonna disagree with that. Well, nobody who is not willfully biased. But Preacher has to be among the best and most rational people ever to call sports radio in the East Sports Radio. That is just a fact. Zidane, Southie, except when Southie does make him once a year Brambler call. But Southie, he's easily one of the brightest man ever called sports.
Yes. And
when Pioneer not being unduly biased, so is he as well. So don't use Dwight Tue as the example, my boss. Don't do that. We go back online though. Hello.
Rhythm
truck, man.
Garvey, how you?
And I don't scholar them this, you know?
No, I disagree.
No, I disagree. You just give trouble.
Yeah, Zidane.
We know the man.
Zidane, we don't need no validation, man.
No, but you make a statement, make us say something, no, sir. Garvey people is far from dunce. Me know the dunce man, man. Garvey is not one. Yeah. What Garvey is highly emotional. And when he gets like that, it interferes with his ability to reason logically. Are
you get emotional? Yesterday I want to run me after the radio.
But he's no dunce. You can't be accused.
All right.
Yes.
So Zidane, I'm not making talk about my time to the 3 match I run from the beating, right? Like he did yesterday.
Yes.
So I get into this, Zidane. The other day when you were on by yourself, I called and I made an assertion to you. You were there by yourself that Steve Smith's numbers are greatly helped by some extraordinary performances against some below average West Indian and Sri Lankan bowling. You remember that? Right. Now, I'm going to just give you his overall numbers against the West Indies, and then I'm going to respond to Mr. Higgins. If he wants to say something before, I'll stop and make him do it. But I'm give him overall numbers against West Indies for the people.
Me have some stats I say.
Yeah, me know, but me just give him
overall numbers. Wait for somebody push up them.
Well, the man just accused
no, man,
me of being
go on.
emotional. Listen to the man.
Interrupt.
Can I speak?
Yeah, man.
Good. So Steve Smith has 5 series played against the West Indies, right, Zidane? Comprising of 11 matches, 19 innings, 8 not-outs. Those 8 not-outs, by the way, Zidane, is 8 out of his career, 29. So it's more than 25% of all his not-outs, right? He has 3 centuries, 4 50s, a strike rate of 62.24, which is his highest against any country, and an average of 90.82, which is also his highest against any country, right? So without his overall average against the West Indies, his overall average would fall down to 52. You want to say something, Mr. Higgins?
No. I'll allow you to speak uninterrupted.
Good.
Because
it gets even more interesting.
I have this.
It gets even more interesting against in his performances against the West Indies. in his first 3 series with those bowlers that Mr. Higgins claimed were good at home, right? Steve Smith averaged over, now granted, not all those series were played in the West Indies, but both in the West Indies and in Australia, in his first 3 series against the West Indies, he averaged 100 Zidane. And after 3 series, his average up against the West Indies was hovering about 125. What is interesting, Zidane, is that since we got Shamar Joseph and Jaden Seals in the team, he has played 2 series against the West Indies, right? And in those 2 series, Zidane, his average is 44 with no centuries, 1 score over 50, and a strike rate of about 43.
What was Steve Smith's average in the last series in Australia?
60.
And what was his average the last series at home?
30 against the West Indies.
Okay.
So his overall average in those 2 series is 44. And remember, it is greatly helped by the 91 not out.
No, then the 91 not out, no him make it, man. But may I go deal with that? The way me well want release the thing.
Put out your point. No bother with the checks on it. Just put out your case.
All right, people. So the one argument that they can have against the boss is the fact that he piles up runs against weak opposition.
Yes, he does.
All right. I'm going to go to an article.
And not only that, he struggles against the very best fast bowling. And I'm going to give you evidence of that.
He struggles against the best fast.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on, man. Just no bother with that, man.
No. Zidane saw me I read from. So there's an article written by a fellow called Sampath, S-A-M-P-A-T.
Oh, so I work with the numbers.
Listen, but me I'll give you the numbers.
Higgins who always says numbers.
I am going to go to the numbers. Because the article
info, so
is a numbers thing.
Yeah.
The article was written by a fellow called Sampath Bandarapulli. It's Bandarapulli. It was written 29th of January 2025. So last year, a little bit earlier than now.
Yeah.
The headline is Steve Smith joins the 10,000 club of elite batters. Right? All right. And he's giving some facts. And here are the facts. It's a longish article. I'm coming down to it now. This thing where you say Steve Smith doesn't make runs.
No, why you not respond to the point about West Indies first? That he has struggled against Joseph and
No. Listen. There's a part now where Zidane, I want you read it in a way. Because when me read it, I'm going to say a problem. Read from Smith, right? Right, where Smith runs.
Smith's runs have come against bowlers who have excelled in their home conditions, achieving impressive averages.
Right. And then now, scoring against the best. Steve Smith has the highest average versus the best 20 bowlers at their home in tests since 2014. In other words, and this now is...
since 2014, stay right there, so.
What is 2014?
Right there, stay.
Hold on a big
Good.
Man. No, you're not going to interrupt. Don't interrupt me.
Yes, sir.
So... since 2002, the highest average versus the best 20 bowlers at their home. Since 2014. The best at 2014, Steve Smith really come out as a player, because before
he played 3 series. He played 3 series against England before 2014. Though. Remember that?
No. He never played 3 series against England before 2014. That's another figment of your imagination. How can a man start test cricket in 2011?
Zidane, while he's starting, Zidane, could you please go on howstat.com? Howstat.
And 3 series.
And go to series, Zidane. Go to series by series performance.
All right,
before 2014?
I will.
Anyway.
Zidane. Yeah, continue. I will, Gavin.
Read this. Listen to this now. Since 2014, 20 bowlers have taken over 50 wickets, averaging less than 25 in home tests. So since him come really of age, 11 years ago. No, man, you can't stay until 4 o'clock. The best batsman in the world since Steve Smith came of prominence at doing well against the best bowlers. See it here? Smith hold the highest average among batters with 500 plus runs against these kind of bowlers.
In their home condition.
Okay.
45.52. Second on that list is Kane Williamson, who averages 42. So the truth is, since 2014, for batsman has scored 300 runs or more.
Yeah.
Nobody in the world has done better against the top 20
My time,
bowlers.
no, me can't talk now. So long you talk, me can't talk
No,
now.
no, that information is vital. All I know dead to me now.
And it's still not good like the stats let me just get. No, I'll go on further now, Zidane. Now listen to this.
Hey, no, actually, that's a brilliant thing.
Hold on, see the mic here, people.
No, but that's a brilliant thing that Ravel came with here.
Here is the mic.
All right.
Here is the mic. Sit. No, hold on now. Sit. Let me say it one more. No, let me say it one more time. Steve Smith started his Test career in 2011. He was a leg spinning all-rounder who got dropped, got sort out himself. Hold on. And came back. The more you interrupt me, the longer me I got take for
what was it? But you're not giving me a chance to talk.
No, man, after somebody else say it again. When
you just spoke for 2 minutes and you're still at talk.
Yes, since 2014, when he really came of age as a batsman, nobody in the world has done better against bowlers averaging less than 25. Steve Smith is the man.
Irrefutable evidence to show that Steve Smith struggles against the very best batsman in Sudan. Listen to this, Zidane. In his first 3 series against England, Zidane, he failed to average 15, any one of them. You know who was in them prime at that time,
No,
Zidane?
hold on, he wasn't a batsman. He was
that is what I'm trying to tell the man.
Initially, he was batting at 7. And
the man was a leg spinning all-rounder.
Hold on, me ask you a question. For the whole 3 series, the first 3 series against England, he was still he was still an all-rounder?
I'm going to come to this 3 series foolishness. So
continue, guys.
All right. Hold on. No, Zidane, listen to what me I say. You know who were in their prominence at that time, Zidane?
I'm going to embarrass this
Stuart Broad and James Anderson.
You hear the stats that Avilas, but hold on, Gav, you're dismissing the stat that Avilas read out? That
everything when it's all confused, brother. No, hold on, Zidane. Can I continue, Zidane? I never interrupted the man, brother.
Go ahead, my boss. Go ahead.
John know that them think a G start about the flat for certain people. No, Zidane, I continue.
Yes.
Can I continue, Zidane,
yes,
please?
Yes, sir.
No, Zidane, from 2014 until Jasprit Bumrah came on the scene, right? The 3 countries with the best fast bowling was South Africa, Pakistan, and New Zealand. New Zealand with the tandem of Tim Southee, Trent Bolt. South Africa, you know who already. And then Pakistan with the left-handers like Mohamed Amir and them, Monday, right? Now listen to this, Zidane. In 38 matches against those teams, Steve Smith only had 6 centuries. In 18 matches against the West Indies and Sri Lanka, he had 7 centuries. Against those 3 teams, Zidane, none of his overall average is 45. So the 3 teams with the best fast bowling, Zidane, in the world, from 2014 come up until India joined the fray that Steve Smith would face, he struggled against those teams to the tune of a century in 1 in every less than 6 matches, and he also averaged over 44. The next thing to that, Mr. Higgins, you say you depend on averages to determine how good a bowler is. The 2 best averages by any West Indian fast bowlers in the last 15 years is Jaden Seals and Shamar Joseph. Against those 2 bowlers, his average is 44, sir.
All right. We ready now?
Yeah. But
all right.
Isn't that it? Because the callers are cost me pan in the
yeah, man. Yeah, of course. But I come into this.
Mr. Higgins, I'm going to come back with an
yeah, man, you're coming back.
For sure, you say.
There's
more to come.
Hold on, then me I go come with more to. Remember, people, between 20... Remember, Steve Smith made the Australian team as a leg spinner in 2011. Steve Smith never came to prominence as a full batsman until about...
By 2015, he played 3 series against England.
Yeah, man, but...
He never full batter yet.
No. He never made the team as a batsman. Everybody know that, brother.
Those 3 series against England, are you asserting that he was not a full-time batsman?
I am saying to you that he was not.
When he failed to average over 42 in any one of them, you're telling me in all 3 series he
you
was not a
asked me the same
batsman.
question, and I'm telling you, yes, he was not. He never made it.
Are you seriously saying that he played 3 first series against England and none of them he was a full-time batsman?
All right, so you're...
Batting at number 1. What position was he batting in those series? Tell me. What position was he batting, Mr.
Make me talk again, my boss. Next car.
Yeah, man.
All I'm saying...
Tomorrow you come again.
Come again. And I'm going to come again with some stats and just destroy Gavian in friend. Steve Smith made the Australian team as a leg spinner. Realized that leg spin is not going to do it for him. He's not going to be the next Shane Warne. And remodeled his game to become a batsman who never bowl. By 2014, that process was complete. Where Steve Smith now, between 2014 and 2019, was the most dominant batsman in the all of history, except for Dan Bradman. 2014 is when he really transgressed from a leg spinning all-rounder into being a pure batsman who now boom. Those first 3 years must not be held against the man who the world now say, who ICC say, achieve the highest peak of any batsman alive. Nice try, Garvey. But are coming with the space bowling foolishness right now after the break.
Get better paying jobs overseas and locally with City and Guilds International Skills Certificates at IIRQ Academy. In 2 to 3 months, get qualified in welding, fabrication and pipework, carpentry, construction, painting and decoration, and plant maintenance. No subjects required, no age limits, no entrance test. Register this week and get 2 subjects for free. Online face-to-face evening and Saturday classes begin very soon. Starting soon at IIRQ, 9 to 18 months, advanced diplomas and associate degrees in motor vehicle repairs, electrical and electronic engineering, and logistics supply chain management. Call us at 876-322-4029. Visit us at 32 Hope Road, Kingston, 1 Perry Road, Montego Bay.
Get ready to rev up your adventure in Jamaica. Montana Car Rentals is here to fuel your island escapade. Located at 11 Ardennes Road, we're your premier destination for quality rides and unbeatable service. Whether you're cruising down the coast or exploring the hills, we've got the perfect vehicle for you. Our fleet is top-notch and ready to roll. And with our commitment to quality service, you can bet you'll be treated like royalty. So come on, get Montana. Visit us today and experience the island on your terms. Montana Car Rentals, determined to offer quality service.
High school sports are a powerful part of Jamaican culture, building discipline, confidence, and opportunity. But after Hurricane Melissa, many schools and sports programs were left devastated. Western Sports is committed to getting Jamaican sports back on track. Donate to our high school fund, and we'll add an additional 30% to your donation for schools to purchase footwear and equipment. Donate in store or email marketing@westernsports.com for details. Let's get our schools back on track together. Conditions apply.
Is your business ready for the future? Upgrade to Wacom Cloud Phone System. Enjoy seamless, crystal clear communication without the hassle of traditional phone lines. Our cloud-based solutions let you connect from anywhere and anytime. Experience the freedom and reliability of the cloud. Visit wacomja.com today or call 876-906-7240 and take your business communication to the next level.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Why people may come but I go and save some. Back online. Hello.
Music.
It's music. Oh,
music.
Music. Oh, and this is from Elaine as well. Can't get better than Elaine, and it's one called Grateful Heart.
Exhale, I am grateful for all your perfect love, how your peace surrounds me. I'm grateful for all your mercy and your grace. I give you honor, give you praise. For you alone are truly great, and I am so grateful. I have a grateful heart, oh Lord. Lift me up, I am grateful for every tear I cried and you dried my eyes. I am grateful for all the things that only you know about me and see me through. You specialize in miracles, and I am so grateful. I have a grateful heart, so grateful heart. Oh, trust you, you are so faithful and so grateful. Oh, how you lead me and how your power frees me. You are so faithful and so grateful. I'm grateful heart. Oh, you're so faithful. I'm so grateful.
So that was Alain, Grateful Heart. How is it?
Yeah, man,
back on line. Hello. Correction.
No, sound like Pioneer.
Oh, Pioneer.
Yeah, man. Yes, man. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Yeah,
how are you, sir?
All right, good, man. Good. I'm good. Little continuation from a reason yesterday, did
I thought we cleared up that.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, man. All right. So, yesterday you mentioned a couple of things. More, again, no people, for a reason. So, for contextualize that discussion, you can't just put things and put them in a vacuum, because life not exists in a vacuum like that. There's context to most things in life. All right. So, for example, yesterday, in our discussions, you asked me a question. You said, who would have gotten the finals MVP in 2016 at Golden State? Won the championship. Saying, and I agreed with you. Well, I told you Draymond Green, and I think you were in agreement with it, right?
No, I'm just use your own argument and beat you. So you said Draymond.
No, but you agree with me. No, man, you agree with me that if Golden State had found a way to win Game 7.
Yes.
I had won any other game in the season.
Yeah, man. It appeared that way. It appeared that way that he would have won.
All right. Yes. Would you also agree that and Draymond, my player, that Draymond Green and others on the team had an easier time of what they were doing because of the attention that was being paid to Steph Curry by Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yeah, man. Every superstar make it easier for them teammates. No, that's nothing special.
No. Hold on.
No, I'm saying. Let me not answer. I'm saying you're not going to come here and make Steph Curry appear to be more special than any other superstar. I'm saying to you, every single superstar make it easier because they get more attention than anybody else on the team. They make it easier for them teammates.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Who faces much more rigid defending in the league? Kevin Durant or Steph Curry?
What do you mean by rigid defending?
Where teams pay more attention to, more defenders, them show more players at bodies at that player. Steph Curry or Kevin Durant?
No, well, because how him play, different people go and try to stop him because they might run off screen to try to get open, while Kevin Durant not really play like that.
So you're agreeing that Steph Curry is guarded more carefully than Kevin?
No, I don't think there's any difference between the two.
You don't think
I'm just saying because Curry.
Double teams.
Hold on, man. I'm saying because.
Double teams and.
Yes.
Go again.
I'm saying because Curry is trying to get open to score to knock down his big impactful 3-pointers. His team is doing everything to get him open.
Double teams and triple teams. We also face much more of that in the league.
Curry over Durant. Curry over Durant.
Good. And I said to you know, and we can quote Ty Lue in articles.
But all right. So yes.
No,
we need to spend long on this to a pioneer. I'm saying to you. Even if Steph Curry, I'm saying to you, even if Steph Curry gets doubled more than Kevin Durant gets doubled too, and LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard. It doesn't matter if him do it. If I
said no other player in the league.
Pioneer, you just have an excuse. Steph Curry scores 17 points in a game 7. Steph Curry scores 17 points in a game 7. Flop.
Come on, what's the argument?
Them stop double team and triple team in the other series, them him do well. The other times when he does well, he wasn't double and triple team.
Not necessarily say that. And I'm saying
he flop.
A level of
he didn't deserve. Stop the deserve a level. Him totally must get. Totally, yes. Say it.
What I want you to do, what I want you to do, my virgin, is when you have a reason, if you put the reason in a context.
In a matter, him flop.
No, I said to you. No, of course him flop.
Yes.
And of course him get beaten.
No man, you're not beat him.
Brother, stop no man. Him get beaten. But that's it. When you have a reason the thing, you have to contextualize the things in. You know, just put the thing in a vacuum.
It doesn't
matter. The truth is, Draymond Green would have been finals MVP because the fact of the matter is that Steph Curry and Klay Thompson draw most of the attention and made life much easier for Draymond Green. In addition, he was able to put up because of that. He was able to put up good numbers in terms of points. He was also the main defensive force on the Warriors, so he got credit for that too. And he's one of the primary ball handlers. So in terms of assist numbers, his numbers would have been good. For example, in Game 7, he had 32 points, 14 rebounds and 9 assists. One assist shy of a triple-double. All of that.
So Curry was being triple team.
So hold on. Magnetism of Steph Curry.
But Steph Curry was being triple team and double team, and he wasn't having a lot of assists. What was he doing? He was doing nothing out there. So I'm asking you.
Was being triple team.
In 2022, when he won, all right. In 2022, when he won MVP and was brilliant, he wasn't being denied, and he wasn't being. And he played brilliantly. So I'm saying, don't tell me about he was being doubled because he's always doubled. He's always doubled.
No, so we can beat him. We can beat him somewhat.
So we understand where you try to go on more and more context.
We can also contextualize what happened, the difference between 2016 and 2022.
He played better.
Different physical.
He was a weak guy in 2016.
He was a weak guy in 2016 because he was
weak mentally and physically.
Good, I can admit to that.
Good,
2022 he did some work on his physical.
Thank you very much.
He was a much stronger player.
Good, sir. No, we have reason.
So we agree. So that's what I'm saying now. When you have reasons, Zidane.
But nobody find excuse about double team. Everybody get double team.
It's a 6-2 point guard where get defended in some way where nobody else not getting defended.
You know, so when Kyrie Irving was brilliant, when Kyrie Irving was brilliant for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I didn't hear anybody say because the attention that LeBron got, everybody said Kyrie Irving was just spectacular. He was brilliant.
The truth is,
so I don't know who you swim telling about Steph Curry.
I'm also one-on-one.
You swim telling about Steph Curry, who gives the man a pass, my boss.
We watch basketball. We can be honest in our analysis.
No, man, you're not being honest.
Zion face most one-on-one coverage because of the lethal nature of Steph Curry. Ty Lue himself said even when Kevin Durant came to the Warriors, he instructed his team to pay special attention to Curry. He thought Curry was a bigger threat than Durant.
What's being the big?
You might find excuse for Curry flopping in 2016. Big game 7 on his own floor, and he averaged 17 points. And he scored 17 points.
Whilst we can criticize the player, and I will admit that, yes, he flopped in many games in the series. We have to contextualize what was happening within the series.
You know,
and I said to you, we give LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers credit and kudos for the 3-1 comeback. But that 3-1 comeback was facilitated by what happened in the series.
No, man. As Steph Curry, the main reason why Golden State lost that series was Steph Curry not performing to his standard.
We disagree.
You may know you're biased, man. You can't have it.
No, we're going to disagree with that. See, the main reason is the suspension to James.
Really?
And, yeah, man, that's the main reason.
The main reason why a team lost a 7-game series 3-1 up was because a man was suspended for 1 game.
Yes. You know
are them illogical thing? No, let me just say that again. A team no, but at least when we make the point. Hey, at the first, I say nothing since Jan Zidane. No. Let me just repeat it for the man we're around the steering.
Yeah.
Golden State leading 3-1. So there are 3 games to go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Draymond Green missed one of those 3 games.
And in that,
and the main reason why Golden State lost the other is because Draymond Green missed one of those next 3 games.
In that one game, two other players were critical.
No, you don't want to jump or add anything else.
You said the main reason is Draymond Green getting suspended in game 5.
Give me a second. Give me a second. You know, this is so funny. I ran about it. You know, so in that moment there, the same day that suspension came down, McCall Harville Higgins, you know that. I said to him, boy, Warriors in a trouble, you know. Draymond gets suspended. You know what I'm saying to me?
Yeah.
He said, shut them out. Clay Thompson and Steph Curry are playing. So, Warriors are.
I thought so as well.
Steph Curry does not. Me not remember. But I would have assumed that. No, but I would have assumed that these two would have now stepped up.
Hold on. At the first time, I hear the argument on the radio.
No, you said you spoke to him at the time. But I'm saying.
Good. All right.
But Harvey's response was perfect. You have Stephen Curry and Clay Thompson. Stephen Curry did not come to the party.
And I guess because I understand the basketball a little better than you.
No, Steph Curry did not come.
If Steph Curry did do what we expect him to do in the last game.
No, you're me we understand the role that Steph Curry plays in the world.
Oh, come on, Pioneer, man. You're finding excuses for Curry.
You remember arguments that I said Draymond Green are the most important player and some man rubbish on the radio.
Hall of shame rubbish on the radio.
No, wait, all right, so good. So,
hey, that is one of the all-time Brahms.
Yes, Hall of shame.
Draymond Green more important than Steph Curry.
The man, hold on, Pioneer. No, you're going to have to hold on, Pioneer. You just said the reason why Draymond Green almost won MVP was the attention that Steph Curry got. Triple team and double team and all of that. You hype him for say he was the guy. And then back then you were saying that Draymond Green was more important than Curry. Today you can't truly say that.
No, not only for his scoring, because I'm not big him up.
No, I'm saying you said the reason why Draymond Green looked the way he did was because of Curry. But how then Draymond Green is more important than Curry when he can't help Curry to look good?
Hold on, Zidane, but we can't explain that. And we don't need, you can't go around with
that. No, man, you flap me, boss. You contradict yourself.
Hold on, allow me. I asked you to say something, so allow me to explain what I said. That's our reason, you know. In terms of the points that he was able to get. And he would have won Finals MVP because of the numbers that he had put up. But in terms of this Warrior system that they played at the time and how important he was to them defensively, see, that is why I made the statement I made. That when you do the sum total of everything that he does defensively and his playmaking, and then in addition to the fact that in that year in particular he was scoring points, so when the used to pile up and step on, he would knock down 3-pointers.
I want to ask you a question, Penny.
In that season, in the average 38 average of 38% from the 3-point line, which is pretty good.
Well, you're struggling.
Pioneer, who is a better basketball player, Draymond Green or Steph Curry?
Steph Curry.
Is it close?
Better than necessarily mean important.
So you are saying Steph Curry is better, but Draymond Green is more important?
In the system where Warriors was playing. Yes.
So Steph Curry was a better player in that system, but Draymond Green was more important in that system.
Yeah, based on the rule.
So you're saying that Steph Curry would have been easier to replace in that system?
I don't understand him.
Maybe.
Steph Curry would have been easier to replace in that system. So if you had to lose a player, if you had to lose one of the two players, you'd prefer to lose Steph Curry.
Yeah. In a sense.
Steph Curry was the better player, but Draymond Green the more important player. I can't understand. Hey, them basketball man, we can't do it. We
can't do it. Pioneer, 7 minutes ago, Pioneer. No, Pioneer, we have to run, man. The people them are cuss we. Are we on the break? No, them are cuss we on the break, Pioneer, man. Bella them are cuss we, so them are try to get you, man. We on for 8 minutes, Pioneer. We can't continue.
No, 1 minute.
We can't continue tomorrow, Pioneer, man. We on the break, I'm cat a rush. No. No, we're not run. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell the man so we are run, the man. We are run. We got. Link us up tomorrow.
You would have preferred to lose Stephen Curry and not Draymond Green in the Golden State Warriors team in 2015, 2016. Pioneer. No wonder why Rooney's in the program water down. We take a break. We're coming back. Yeah, man, we take the break. It's a break time. We never take the break yet, Miss Maria. No, man, we have to take the break.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Site Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Well, I tell you, sometimes I hear something.
You know the irony about this? A couple of years after that run, Steph Curry got injured, you know. And the Golden State Warriors team was a disaster, you know, with Draymond Green there.
No, the basketball types have a way of saying things that make me wonder. G-Star, right? LeBron James didn't want Wiggins around because he thinks Wiggins would overshadow him. Steph Curry is the best player at Golden State Warriors, but not the most important player. I don't really understand that. Maybe I'm slow. Back on line. Hello. All right. The lines are available now. 615-2841 and 676-6968. So those of you who were holding in line, this is now your chance. Man says they were holding for many,
quite a number of people were yeah.
So this is now your opportunity. 615-2841 or 676-6968. We have seen the list of 24 that the
oh yes, let me get it for you here. Hold on. All right, here it is.
I remember we're going to call Dave Cameron to talk about that infrastructure thing where Bravo them at about. So infrastructure that the board should be working on.
All right, so it is indeed similar to what you were stating. So let me give you some names there. Goalkeepers for the training camp. Jan, it's going on. Yep. So I'm seeing
it start now.
Yeah, it's going on. Yeah. Kemar Foster, Mount Pleasant. Tafari Chambers, Mount Pleasant. Daniel Russell of Portmore United. Defenders, Christopher Ainsworth, Cavalier.
Right. We have cards. Right. You want to hold it?
Yeah, man. Let me hold it till I got the cards.
But the thing is, they have named that 24-man JPL squad.
Mostly JPL.
And you are saying it's a waste of time.
No, you have actually a few
MLS
players. Yes, so we can understand them wanting to look at some MLS USL players to see where they're at because they might can help.
They might can help out. Yeah. All right, so we go back online. Hello.
Hi, afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, preacher.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Boy, it was good to hear Pioneer's voice on the radio. I mean, that's so sure about him reasoning. Pioneer, I'm a virgin. I see me. I respect highly in terms of sporting.
Yes.
But I'm not so sure about replacing Steph Curry.
Man, I'm prefer to lose Steph Curry than Draymond Green in 2016, 2015, those times. The man that attract 3 players at him.
Yeah, that's a strange one.
Yeah.
Very strange.
That being strange, that things said on this program, you know, by others and different people. I remember one caller who was bold, brave, and confident, saying that any company that has the name Jamaica in it is subsidized by the government of Jamaica. I remember that. Yeah.
I remember some words. I remember if you never take your bat and lick down the umpire, you would have contributed to your team.
Yeah,
you did enough.
You would have done enough. Yes.
The pioneer deserves some grace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because worse things have been said.
I agree. Yeah, true.
Want to touch a few little things. I do some housekeeping matters before. In my last call, I spoke about the Ravens versus Steelers game and the fact that the game was decided by a field goal, right?
Yes.
Field goal that was missed.
Mm-hmm.
I prefaced that statement on the fact that both quarterbacks played very well in the game.
Yes.
And that Lamar Jackson, who had an excellent second half, was on the bench looking on, powerless to do anything as he watched his kicker go up to kick a field goal. That if he scored the field goal, it would have decided the game in favor of the Ravens. And if he missed the field goal, it would have decided the game in the favor of the Steelers. Now, Tweedledum and Tweedledee came on the air like little spoiled children in a classroom and raised their hand and said, Miss, how come you never take on preacher? Because they always are looking for an opportunity to win an argument when there is no argument to be won. What is interesting, they are the ones who actually believe that some points are more important than others.
Mm-hmm.
They believe that. They have argued that.
Yes.
Right? I don't believe that. I believe that the last shot is more decisive. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now what they want is to suggest that you guys gave me a pass when nothing I said contradicts the position that you guys hold. Because
that's why I was asking if you actually said that,
Exactly.
They said yes.
At no point did I say the field goal was more important than any other point scored previously. I said the game came down to a deciding field goal. Now, what's the difference?
So the fact is, if this field goal had gone in, they would have won the game. That's just a fact.
Simple put. I want them
that's different. That's different from saying that point would be more important than the other points.
Exactly. But Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
You call that desperation in a preacher.
Are desperate.
Because preacher, if you had said that, would I pick up on it? And because I was saying to them, I didn't hear you saying that.
No, man. Let me tell you something. There's a desperation that exists. A desperation that is evident in all these people reason. Because Tweedledum said in his analysis of the NFL, with the benefit of hindsight, and I'm quoting now, with the benefit of hindsight, the Seattle Seahawks do look like the best team going into the playoffs. Hindsight is what? When you look back, right?
Yes.
The playoffs haven't even started yet. The playoffs are going to start next week, and the Seahawks are not going to be playing. They're the number one seed in their conference. For the last umpteen weeks, the man who calls himself the NFL guru, have you ever heard him mention the name Seahawks?
No. It's the first time I hear him talking about the Seahawks.
Was he saying that, looking back, he should have gone with the Seahawks?
He says, with the benefit of hindsight, the Seattle Seahawks do look like the best team going into the playoffs. Those were his words. Now, even a man who is visually impaired mentioned the Seahawks. Franco.
Yes.
Is Franco visually impaired?
And the man who says he's an NFL guru, nobody knows the NFL more than him, only comes to the realization that the Seahawks...
When the regular season has ended. After the regular season has ended. Yeah, true, preacher.
You know what is ironic? He calls me a vulture analyst. You know what is ironic? You see that? After Sunday, when the seedings were decided, most if not all betting sites, you know who they had as the favorite to win the Super Bowl?
Oh.
The Seattle Seahawks. Isn't it ironic that the man who calls himself the NFL guru did not talk about the NFL on Monday, comes on Tuesday, bloviates about the Seahawks in hindsight when all platforms are suggesting that the Seahawks are favorites to win the Super Bowl?
I'm not saying anything special.
What is so special about this analysis?
Hold the line, preacher. Hold the line. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
It hurts if you don't check first. Be excellent customer service. Our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety to supply society. And the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your auto parts needs to one-stop shop. And we deliver to, so if you can't come in, just link with our WhatsApp. Or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other. So it hurts if you don't check first. So there's no need to search. It hurts if you don't check first.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by EdgeChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
Wolves are open to selling striker Strander Larson this month amid interest from Nottingham Forest. The Premier League's bottom side recognized allowing the 25-year-old to leave may be best for all parties if the right deal could be found. That would include a switch to City Ground, despite Forest being one of the teams also fighting against the drop from the Premier League. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
What am I going to do about this now?
What happened to you, missus?
My car broke down and I can't get the parts.
Parts? So you never hear about Dangels? And them are the done in the parts world, you know? Them have parts for Hyundai, Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Isuzu, Mazda, Subaru, you name it, them have it.
Visit Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories in Kingston at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Telephone 929-9146, or in Maypen at shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Telephone 986-7142.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back, preacher. Which one of them is Tweedledee and which one of them is Tweedledum?
Well, there's not much difference between them, so both of them can choose.
Yeah, and let me just make it clear to Tweedledee. Preacher is not saying that you have switched from your pick, you know. He's saying for a guru, the Seattle Seahawks is so special, and there was no mention of them from you, the guru. So you're not giving us quality analysis, my boss, on the NFL.
No, let it be clear for the listeners, the people driving in taxis right now, buses, the people listening in their office. Only one caller has come on this show and call themselves the NFL guru. Am I lying to that?
I don't lie. The man say I'm the man.
Good.
Yeah.
So one would expect that the NFL guru would have been able to analyze the developments over the course of the league, recognize that the Seahawks have won 7 straight games. They have only lost 3 games. They have the #2 defense in the league right now. They are a really good team at home. None of this stuff came to the fore by the partisan pundit who spent most of his time bloviating about Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and telling us that the Chiefs were going to win everything. Mahomes was going to go on what he called a revenge tour and win the MVP.
VP,
and then
Super Bowl MVP.
All of a sudden, since the Chiefs have been eliminated, he's been competing with Dwight Chattu, Dangerous in 5 for cricket analysis.
Preacher, I could leave it right there, sir.
No, give me a quick minute. One quick minute. He says, my heart says Houston, but my head says Jacksonville. This is the same man who, when I said the Eagles looked like they could repeat, said, well, he's saying that because if the Eagles win, he will claim that he picked the Eagles. And if the Eagles don't win, he said he never picked them. Well, if your heart picks Houston and your head picks Jacksonville, what will your feet do at the end of the NFL season?
Preacher.
Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, man.
You have a mic you can drop?
I'll call tomorrow.
You'll call tomorrow, right? Believe it right.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Back online. Hello.
Rumble in the jungle, man. Rumble in the
Mama,
jungle.
baby. How you doing?
Yes, man. Number one disciple.
Yes.
Me see like Mount Salem and I work hard to take the number one slot there.
No, sir.
No, sir. We not agree.
Me not think him I go manage it.
No, we not see Mount Salem as a disciple.
Enough time come and pressure me.
Yes, man.
So what I say? He drop out of the body of disciples.
No, man. He was never there.
Yeah, he was never a disciple.
And by the way, you know, me do I chat to a plan for train Mount Salem, man, but me advise him that Methuselah tried it, you know. And he had to abandon
He said he was going to train Mount Salem.
Yeah, man, he said I want to take him over for call up, for coach him for call up.
No, man, that was correction he was talking about.
Correction?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Arville.
Yeah.
The netball girls, I heard Sasha Gay Henry, Sasha name?
Yeah.
The coach saying that they are still strapped for fun most of the time when they
every day story that.
To travel and
every day story that, man. That has been going on.
I'm wondering how is it that this team has managed to perform at such a high level? Never seem to rank below even 7 as far back as I can remember.
As far back as I can.
And then we are struggling to travel or to even move from east to west. How is it that is happening, Harvey?
We are among the best netball countries in the world. Funds are known.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's not funds it's not because of funds where we are among the best sprinters in the world.
No, but what I'm saying, having achieved this level, Harvey, we should be able to gather some funds, man. Ladies should be able to gather some funds.
The Jamaican public not take on to the netballers
as much as they do other sports. That's the key in that regard, you know.
And I love to hear when the ladies run and scream and all them something that make things sound so exciting.
Because once it comes down to the big events, you know, track and field and football, no struggle to get there, you know.
Yeah, them not struggle. Even when them work just like the reggae boys, them get such a...
Yeah, man, once there's a big World Cup qualifier coming up or a big anything, man, they don't struggle to afford to fly to
You understand? These girls,
same
these
thing
ladies,
for the sprinters.
we should be pampering these ladies, man.
Let me tell you part of the problem. Yes, because for the last 30 years, netball is either 3rd or 4th, sometimes 5th. The modern day businessman has taken it for granted that this is where we are going to be. You see, the first time we win, you're going to see the support.
It's true.
You are so right.
We need to move away from that.
In other words, to the average businessman, we now do nothing new. It's almost become acceptable. How much time come? 3rd, 4th, and we kiss with it.
Yes.
You get me?
True.
It's true.
It's almost like we have come to accept it going back to the 80s.
Right.
A 3rd and 4th again. While if the footballers finish even 2nd, even at the World Cup final, because it's not expected, we create a whole heap of song and dance about it.
Yes.
The netballers, them have to understand, said being 3rd and being 4th no longer excites the public.
Boy, I tell you.
Yeah. Beat New Zealand and Australia and win a final, and then watch how the Jamaican public will come out.
How this last test look now, Arville, with
Australia.
With 1 day to go?
Australia still in favor.
And I need to ask you, Arville, that word that Methuselah drop on your show.
Which one?
Saphiophobia.
I want that word. I first me even hear the word, I must admit.
The word that sound like it go back in before the 14th century, man.
Boy, the man run up and down about that word. Yeah.
What a big word. I think if he come up with 2 more words like that, he in the reckoning for call of the year this year, you know.
Not discussing that.
Yeah.
Avil, finally, I'm going to ask you, I don't know if I asked you this question before now, but let me ask you again. In your opinion, Avil, I've seen, let's say, all the batsmen batter across the world, men I'm speaking about. Who, in your opinion, is the best batter of pace?
In the world right now?
Yeah, no, man, not right now, overall, that you have seen coming, let's say, from maybe, I don't know if you go back to the 80s, 90s.
Viv Richards and Ricky Ponting.
Okay, those two.
Yeah. I don't see nobody can who can pull.
Like those two.
Like them two. Viv, Ricky
So who would you give the edge?
Viv.
Master Blaster.
But if a man say Ricky, you can't kill him.
No. That he was a very good, tough customer.
Lord Jesus, Ricky Ponting could have who can pull cricket back.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing Ride All Day and I Dream Again this year. Those two horses, I'm following their progress this year, you know.
All right.
I think one won the Mute Mile, Ride All Day, and I Dream Again won the Jamaica Derby. I'm looking forward to see how they perform this year.
All right, bossy.
Yeah, man. So take care of yourself, you know.
Yeah, man. All right, big up. What about match here? He averaged over 50 and it was an opener.
It was an opener. But Ricky was batting at 3 as well. Me think it close, but me I give Ricky the edge. Yeah. Cause just like Gridge and Haynes used to bat pace as well. But Viv, sometimes when Hayden would back off and bide him time. Ricky now back off.
Okay.
As your shot it gone, he might take you on. Matthew Hayden was more likely to lick you down back over your head and kind of thing.
Okay.
He a hook still, you know. But the ability to take on the short ball, Ricky and Viv are the two best for me, you know. Yeah. At them in them prime. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes.
Yeah, see there.
Yeah.
On the point that Mama B just bring up with the netball thing. That's a factor. You see, the money thing, money is a major thing in a lot of things. The other thing in a business is called ROI. It's like return on investment. Certain people are going to sponsor certain program based on the fact that the visibility and the return isn't as great as it would be in another sport. For example, football. So the return that you can possibly get from football based on football being as global as it is greater than you would get from netball in their estimation. As to why you would see people try to sponsor the reggae boys rather than to say, they're going to sponsor a netball tournament where they're going to play down under. Nobody not really down there watch it. But when the reggae boys is playing, irrespective of how bad or awful they are, a whole heap of people are watching. A whole heap of
man, football is more popular in Jamaica than netball.
Yes, I'm saying too that people are going to put their money into the sport that is more popular.
Yeah, but the point I made was that if the Sunshine Girls now win the world title, they will get more support than what they're currently getting. So the two statements are true.
Yeah, but Preacher did something a while ago. I tell you, this is what the station is built on. When a man come and make certain statement and it seems bramble or off, you attack that statement. I attempted to attack a statement that a man has made. And you have certain people have made it their priority to say, I'm attacking the person. I could have cared less about the person because I don't really care about that. But in your opinion, Arvin, I want to ask you, do you agree that Jamaica is not being good at football as a team is as a result of us being individualistic in nature? Do you agree with that point?
I believe that we are not good at team sports. Now, as to why, generally we're better at individual sports. That's a fact.
Yeah, but I'm asking you if that statement that I just gave.
Because we don't function in a team environment.
We are individualistic at nature. Do you agree that that is the reason why we are not good at team sports?
It's not a bramble statement, but I don't know if I would make that the main argument.
Yeah.
No,
but I wouldn't dismiss it either.
That's what I'm asking if yes. So I say you're saying that.
I think that's a part of it, but I don't think that's the whole story.
So if I'm all right, so okay, so then America,
no man, you hear what I said though. So attack me for what me said.
Yeah.
I think us being individualistic is a part of the reason, but not the whole reason why we don't do well in team sports.
That has nothing to do with why somebody is good at team sports or not. Individualistic traits has nothing to do with why you're good at team sports or not.
No?
Because what you're saying to me now is other countries that are individualistic at nature, but they are great at team sports, then what are the aspects of their
it means that those countries. Hold the line, we're coming back, and maybe we can help you to understand what
no, maybe I can help you, because that is garbage.
Hold the line.
Hold the line.
See, we're coming back.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique map to help you navigate the twists and turns journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Side Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Let me just spend 1 minute and finish this, because I never talked on sports. So
then sports this one?
Anybody that never talk sportsman and leave off of the point, but anybody that believes or agrees with a point that says because Jamaica is individualistic at nature is the reason why we are not good at sports, they may have a unicorn meat to sell.
It's not the main reason, but it's one of the reasons.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying to you, the person made their call and said that is the reason.
All right.
And when the man said that is the reason, in his opinion, it is the main reason. So he has to either retract his statement or come and change his position.
But he said that he meant. Done so. He said that he meant generally.
No, but I'm saying to you, he did not retract his statement. He never retracted, never ever. He hasn't retracted the sprinting argument.
But do I have to retract never ever if I say what I really meant?
He has to retract it.
No, but let me say something, sir. Let me host a show one night. If I said something never ever was possible, and then I come back the next day and said, listen, what I really meant to say was generally speaking. Do I now have to say I retract never ever?
Yes, yeah.
No, man.
You already retract?
No, man. My time again. The fact that I say people, what I really meant was generally.
No, that's what
that
he said.
Is a retraction of never ever CC.
That's not what he said. He said, some people not go to school. So let me say it just to make some people here. I must say, generally speaking,
right?
Because some people, don't go to school. In his statement before, he said, never ever, then went on to say, generally speaking, in the same thing, then went on to say exception. So his overall conversation had never ever, generally speaking, and had exception. All three things. You cannot make an absolute statement, then you're turning around saying, generally speaking, then you're also giving exceptions. All three statements were made in one. Then you come around and saying that to throw shade on people and say, someone who never go to school. So this is what I'm saying. Generally speaking, bro, you have to say, I retract my statement about never ever. I retract my statement about exception.
He doesn't.
I should have said.
No, man, he doesn't have to say that. But he said, some want to sound like when I never go to school. Why does it bother you?
When you went to school.
No, I am saying to you, what you should have said. What I should have said is, what I said was wrong or grammatically incorrect.
You don't have to say it was wrong, man. If I say what I really should have said was X, it means that I did that Y, you mustn't, is now off the table. That it means.
But Arville, you have people who have said things on the radio, and before they can come and correct themselves, they would have to admit that what they said before.
No, man, they are banter, man. The man came back and say something. The man a banter.
You know what? We just leave it alone because
you're not you're losing.
People them out there don't understand.
No, you're losing a whole lot of marks for this constant attack at Bella. But leave it there.
The program, I don't know, it's a break up. So I say people out there will understand. So let me move on from that point.
All right.
You call a break up, I don't know what's happening. So we move on from that point. All I'm saying is that the entire statement is...
Then how you say you move on and you go back to the statement, brother? Hello?
I finish the point. I'm not go back and forth.
You have more on this point?
To defend it. I don't want you to explain away. I want the person to come and retract what he said.
He already did.
Let me move on.
Well, sir.
This a break up.
All right, call us tomorrow.
It's a break up.
We'll talk tomorrow.
We'll talk tomorrow. Because we are hearing him, but he's clearly not hearing us. Back online. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Dr. Watson there.
Yeah, what are you doing, Harvey?
Me there, Doc.
Why? You need to cut out some of the mumble shit off of the show, man.
How do I cut that out?
Just like how you said, Bram, when man talk stupidness, you start the mumble lash when them start lash.
No, sir. That's some of the stupidness.
Some of these things. Eh?
Go on.
Let me just come on for that. Yeah, hello?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I put it to you, Harvey. That's one of the main reasons why we're struggling team sports in Jamaica. It's because we are not able to attract enough funding to properly support and develop the programs for our team sports. With track and field, if a youth run 10-1, he's almost certain to get a contract from a shoes company, and generally that is enough to secure his development.
Yes.
So I think funding is one of the main reasons. Because even though we say football attract funding, football attract more money than netball. But football don't attract enough money either.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the local programs struggle.
No, you're correct. The JFF and the Premier League cry ball funding.
No, but even the secondary schools and even the traditional secondary schools do struggle to fund their programs, even though some of them do well and seem to attract funding. I'm going to tell you that a lot of them they look far better on the field than the real infrastructure that they work with or the program is set up. I think we struggle for funding, and that's one of the big problems why we struggle in team sports.
Yeah. That's part.
I don't think, because I play a team sport. I play cricket, and I'm associated with a lot of different programs. And honestly, I've traveled with national track and field team. I've been to events. I've traveled as a doctor and see our relay teams work. And I don't think the biggest reason why we don't succeed is because people are against each other. I'm going to tell you a story with track and field. I remember we went to Mexico once. There was a volcano when we went to Mexico. And the track and field gears that should have come, I believe it was Puma at the time, sponsored the national team. The gear should meet us, like the track, the shoes and all of those things should meet us in Mexico. And because of the volcano, they never reach. So by the time we reached where the meet was, we weren't able to get the gears. And I saw these same athletes that people would say are not team players. I saw them stand at the finish line, collect a jersey from an athlete who just finished running, run over to the warm-up area to give another athlete so they could run in the Jamaican colors.
Doc, let me tell you what I think.
It would be totally unfair to say, having had those experiences, it would be totally unfair to say that our athletes, that our sportsmen in general don't succeed because they are not team players.
Let me tell you why I think track and field is different. And I've made that argument for a long time. I think the track and field people are more serious about their craft than the footballers, for example. The World Cup qualifier against Curacao, for example, $9 million is at stake. A spot in the World Cup is at stake. And the night before, the athlete named that party till 1 o'clock. I guarantee you that the average athlete at the Olympics would not be doing
that. That's a matter of personal discipline.
You know, selfish man.
That is the point I'm making. In other words, when a footballer with that road till wee hours of the morning, when arguably the biggest game of his life is the next day, I believe that you would see less athletes having the Olympic trials.
No, you're right. You're one total.
I feel athlete doing that.
That is my point.
Not even the money party, the most I do something like that. Which is you're saying.
No, so I can feel athlete do that. I've traveled with them 4 times.
No, man, buckle down. When a serious time come, man, they buckle down, man.
So me think part of the problem is that the athletes are far more serious about them craft than the footballer them. And the cricketer them.
Why do you think cause that? You're saying they're more disciplined than me.
The track and field coaches, simply do not accept certain behavior.
I wonder about it. You know, you're right, Orville, about the discipline in regards to it. You're right.
But then
we don't get the problem with the track and field athlete them when them.
No, you know why?
No, you wouldn't see it because the coaches. I want to raise another point.
No, it's not just the coaches, you know. Here, you see in track and field, in football, you can hide on the field, you know. 11 and 1 run up and down.
Yes.
So you say if your game not as its sharpest.
Yes.
You can still win the
others
game.
Might protect you as well.
Yeah, and we can still win. A little Curacao, we all win one love. You say in track and field, when I run badly, you know.
It is clear.
And me run badly and my spot on the team is now compromised.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So it's me and me alone at the national trial tomorrow.
Yeah, so the nature of the sport cause you to be.
Me can't farm the fool. Yeah. In a football, if me not score, that man might score, that man might play well. I think it's a question of discipline.
Somebody to teach the footballers them that, you know.
Yeah, personal
discipline. They have to take that kind of approach.
Yeah.
All right, I want to raise another point.
Yeah.
It is regard to cricket. I am really of the view that cricket has become more competitive, and cricket the world has improved, especially at the highest level.
Me think so too.
And I think that improvement. Hello.
Yeah, man, go on.
And I think that improvement is far more obvious in the ability of bowlers and fielders. I'm not sure that batting has improved that significantly, or it could be that because bowling has improved so much, then it still helps to suppress the bowling. I also think that in recent times, teams are more prepared to doctor playing condition in favor of themselves in order to win games, because they're really forcing more to get more results.
No, let me tell you what
in the past.
You are very right. You see, since the World Test Championship come round, before now, you know, once me win a series, let's say it's a 4-test series. Me win 2 love, me win the series, you know. Now, every test match, there are points
to be
gained.
Yes.
So when me have your 3 love, like Australia have England 3 love with 2 tests to go. Australia want to give you 5 love for more than one reason, you know. Not just for the bragging rights, but every test match, there are points to be earned playing up towards that World Test Championship. Finally, they get the point to me,
brilliant point.
So every team now wants to win every test match, while before now, you win all the series, you rest all your best players.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a greater onus on teams to win every game now, because it is points. It's the 2 teams with the most points that goes to the World Test Championship final.
There you go.
So team now want to win every game point, you know, in a bus. So that could be part of it.
But I don't want, my main point along with all of this is that I think bowling has improved leaps and bounds, because first time you saw about might be less than a handful of fast bowlers bowling above 90 miles an hour. Some teams never even had bowlers bowling that quickly. Now, every team has 2-3 persons bowling. I think bowling has improved so much that it has put a lot of pressure on batting as well.
But Doc,
and the next thing I want to say, Avil.
Doc, but remember, 50 years ago, you know, the amount of money you could earn from being a professional is not the same as a golf, you know. So obviously, human beings are going to take sports far more serious in terms of their training and all of that.
Which is why we don't kind of argument that test cricket is at a lower level.
It must be better. When I say every player no better than every player, we're not saying that, but just say generally, the sports has improved. Sports have improved all around.
I agree.
That's it. That's when I hear one of your caller earlier say that basketball now has not improved compared to to earlier years. It's such a disappointing statement because I don't think it's true because levels of fitness in all sports is far better than in the past.
Yeah.
So the next thing now.
Well, this is a perfect call so far. You're not going to spoil it.
Not spoil it. We have 1 minute to the music break.
Me never spoil a call yet, you know,
If you say yourself now.
The next thing I want to say, for example, I hear Dwayne Bravo talking about infrastructure and the use
No,
of
man,
technology.
the break come. We are going to address the infrastructure thing with Dave Cameron, but the break is here. We go talk to man.
We go talk to him. Yeah,
cool.
man.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
I will take a break. We're coming.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock. Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slipe Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Do you want to go deeper in the Word? If yes, then join me, Prophetess Denise Sang, every Wednesday at 11:15 a.m. for the Crossover Experience, where we will go beyond the surface, exploring the keys to kingdom living for a successful spiritual life in a real world according to the Word of God. That's the Crossover Experience on Wednesdays at 11:15 a.m.
Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, it's a Wednesday afternoon, a little bit after 3 o'clock, and you know what time it is as far as the Yaba music is concerned. Every Wednesday afternoon and every Friday afternoon, we spin a Yaba song just to kind of tone down the pace and give you a nice, easy reggae to chew on. This one is called Moment with You.
dreams could come true. My dream is a moment with you. You looked at me and smiled intriguingly. I wonder if you read my mind. My soul stood still. My dreams seemed real. The charms were all around me. You smile with me, totally possessing me. I really lost my mind. Romance with you have captured my mind. Now I know that you could be mine. My dreams could come true. My dream is a moment with you. My dreams could come true.
That's Yaba selection, Moment with You. That's our first Yaba selection for the week. Check us out on Friday afternoon after 3 o'clock. Miss B, you ready? All right, so we've heard a little snippet from that Dwayne Bravo podcast, and one of the things that he was talking about that he wants the West Indies board to do is to ensure that we have greater infrastructure. It has been a hue and cry. Other past players have talked about it as well. We wanted to pick the brain of former West Indies board president Dave Cameron on this issue for a few. Sir Cameron, how you do?
Good afternoon, Arvel. How are you?
I'm here with Zidane.
How are you doing, Dave?
Hey, Zidane. Arvel, Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to your listeners.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
man. Big up, President. Well, you know the issue. You've heard Bravo and you've heard other ex-players talking about infrastructure.
Yes.
What's your take on it?
Yeah, well, Arvel, can you just hold 1 second? Don't move, okay?
All right.
No, as a matter of fact. Now, let me address it.
Right.
So, Arvel, the reason, if you look all around the world, the infrastructure has always been funded by government. The only place in the world that the infrastructure is not funded by government is in India. Because they have so much. And that's only for cricket. So everywhere in the world, infrastructure has always been funded by government. That's the role that governments play. Governments also play another role in ensuring that the boards are governed properly. So that's why there needs to be like a national sports council to ensure the right people are in place to govern the assets of the country because it's taxpayers' money. Mm-hmm. So that is where the players get it wrong all the time.
So when the cricketers are saying that the board, the various West Indies board, should be the one spearheading the drive to improve infrastructure, you are saying that they are looking in the wrong place.
100%. 100%. Now, again, I heard a comment from Bravo that the board dropped him. As far as I'm aware, in everywhere that we've been, only former players are selectors. But again, they never want to blame each other for their own demise.
Right.
So we use the board. Board of directors don't get involved in the selection. It's ex-former players who select and drop players. And remember, now he's a selector. He's a coach. He's going to drop people. He's going to end people's careers.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. It's a tough job. It's an unfortunate one. but it's a tough world.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to say that after that aborted Indian tour, that the selectors were influenced not to pick him because the board was so upset with it.
We at the end of the day, it's the former players who are selectors. They can decide what they'd want to do. If they believe that they're being influenced wrongfully, they can decide to do whatever. They can resign
Yes.
their position. They can do whatever they want to do. It's in their interest to determine. If they make decisions, it's in their own volition. Yeah? So it's a fair thing. But we keep getting, and that's why I've been encouraging the government in Jamaica to have a sports council where they can ensure that when the taxpayers put their money in sports, the right people are in the governing bodies. That's how we protect our assets.
But let me ask you this, Dave. So let's take Sabina Park, for example. To what onus lies on the JCA to improve basic facilities at Sabina Park as opposed to the Jamaican government? Let's say the Nets at Sabina. I understand that the JCA will not undertake massive renovation to Sabina Park. I mean, the JCA doesn't have that kind of money to begin with. But let us say basic amenities like providing proper nets and proper training facilities.
Those things are in the purview. Those things are in the purview of the cricket board.
Right. So isn't that part and parcel of what Bravo is talking about?
Yeah, but no. He's talking about stadium.
Oh.
All the cricket grounds have proper basic infrastructure. When I say nets, they have enough nets. A lot of them have indoor gym, that kind of thing. So when you talk about facilities, it's because you don't have state-of-the-art nets with TVs involved and all them kind of thing there.
Right.
Which, obvious, has not made us any better or any worse. What we're not doing is the right things in order for us to compete.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with technology and some fancy stuff. Not doing enough work.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I heard Brian saying that the facilities were no different in his time, but they used to do better.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. No different from what they are today. So how is it that we're able to compete?
Yes, sir. You won't get too many arguments from me about that.
But what we find every reason to complain and to blame the governing body.
Right.
Players are making more money than they ever made in their life. Yeah. Why they're not doing more work?
Good question.
Is that the board of directors?
No.
So it's easy. It's easy to say we're the problem. And listen, I take full responsibility because every administration that I've been in, and again, financial statements of Cricket West Indies is available, publicly available. And you can see what percentage of its revenue goes to the players. The players are the ones who benefit from all the revenues. And increased revenues. So every year, as revenues increase, the players get an increasing portion of that. We've set up a health plan, etc., for them. So when they come out and they say, we have put in infrastructure, look at the percentage that's been spent on players. And again, say, Orville, look at the percentage relative to other cricket boards around the world.
Yeah.
We can't just do everything in isolation. We need to be looking at, sorry, Orville, I'm walking.
Yeah.
Look at what happens in other cricket boards. Percentage of revenue spent on players, infrastructure, tournaments, etc. And then say if the West Indies Cricket Board is efficient or not.
Okay. All right, boss. We've heard your response. The public just wanted to hear a little bit from you. So we talk again.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Big up, Dave.
All right, with that, we take the break. We're coming back to the other points.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Do you want to go deeper in the Word? If yes, then join me, Prophetess Denise Sang, every Wednesday at 11:15 a.m. for the Crossover Experience, where we will go beyond the surface, exploring the keys to kingdom living for a successful spiritual life in a real world according to the Word of God. That's the Crossover Experience on Wednesdays at 11:15 a.m.
Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back online then. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Dangerous in 5. How are you guys?
Good afternoon, Dangerous in 5.
Hey, y'all guys are good?
Yes.
All right, cool. Really nice to have heard, to hear Dave Cameron on the air. I wish Dave would come on the air more and share a lot from just his own insight in terms of the cricket and stuff. I still think Dave had some stuff to offer the game then, and things. I'd really love to hear some more from Dave. But I want to talk about the stuff that he talked about on another day. I want to go back to what I was talking about yesterday, however, in this call. Zidane, you were there sitting and listening to yesterday's conversation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Was my argument sensible to the point?
Which argument?
You said you were listening to the conversation yesterday, the
Yeah, but
Steve Smith, Lara discussion.
Yes, I thought he made some good points. Yes, why?
Okay. Did I destroy the other person who was on the other side of it? I want to talk to Mount
You made some good points.
I want to talk to Mount Salem because I was trying really hard to go on to a point I wanted to make to Mount Salem in the thing. Mount Salem, I don't think there's anybody in this world who will disagree that the #1 thing that we need to look at when we talk about whether or not one batsman is better than the next one is runs, their ability to score runs. This sound logical so far as that? Okay, cool. See? Now, if we look at the ability to score runs, we're not even going at the whole thing I mentioned yesterday about strength of bowling. If we look at the ability to score runs in cricket game, Brian Charles Lara is better than Steve Smith, and that is a statistical fact. Brian Charles Lara score more runs every time he goes out to bat on average than Steve Smith. That's a statistical fact. That is not nothing that we should argue on. Steve Smith scores 49 runs every single time he goes out to bat on average. Brian Lara scores almost 52 runs.
All right.
See?
Can I make
Make
it 12 with
No, wait.
This may I tell you now.
But let me just give it to Mount Salem.
No, man. Go ahead.
And me and you can.
No, but you say it already. You make a point.
No, but I'm hitting another point. I'm hitting another thing to Mount
Dwight, you must allow me To moderate.
I'm curious. Is there a strategy behind interrupting me?
Why
when
does
I'm talking
every
to
other
Monsieur?
caller allow
Me
the
and other
host?
callers call and you leave them and allow them to talk.
Because they
I'm
don't make
interrupted.
statements that I don't agree with, and if I want to counteract, you must allow me.
Okay, Orville, go ahead and talk.
Me and you can there till 4 o'clock every day.
Orville, go ahead and talk.
So you have used this thing called runs per innings. That Brian Lara does better every time he bats. My argument is, which one of them makes more runs?
On average.
On average, fine. Which of them makes more runs before he gets out? On average.
How is that logical to what we're talking?
How you mean?
But because that has nothing to do with what we are talking. We are saying Brian Lara, every time him go out to go and bat.
No, man.
If Steve Smith goes out to bat 10 times and Brian Lara goes out to bat 10 times, at the end of that exercise, Brian Lara will score more runs than Steve Smith.
And I'm saying Brian Lara is also...
No, is that true, Orville? Is that true?
Yes.
Brian Lara and Steve Smith bat for the same number of times, Brian Lara will score more runs than Steve Smith.
But
you're saying
Lord
Brian Lara
Jesus, let me host the show.
Wait, to the people. Brian Lara and Steve Smith, you're saying that even if they face up against the same bowlers, Brian Lara will score more runs than Steve Smith every time he goes out to bat.
My time now.
On average, yes or no?
I don't know what the runs per innings is. You have calculated.
No.
I don't know.
No, but you just said it is true that
No. I'm saying because
Brian Lara will score more runs.
You have given us the runs per innings thing. I haven't worked that.
No. But Orville.
Why aren't you allowing me to ask you one question?
Orville. All right, go ahead.
Jesus have his mercy. While you have told us that Brian Lara scores more runs per innings, and that is fine. My question is, in Test cricket, you judge people not only for the amount of runs they can amass, but for the ease with which people get them out. Now, who is more likely to score more runs before people get them out?
What do you mean the ease with which that people get them out? What do you mean by that?
Who is more likely?
No. What do you mean by that statement?
This is what I mean by it.
You're saying...
You're not allowing me to develop my point, though.
So you can explain it to the people.
I'm going to explain.
You're a coach for a cricket side. You are a coach for a cricketing side. Two men, you have to decide between them. When you check it, two of them play 10 games or 10 innings, and one is clearly scoring more runs than the other.
He's never allowing me to moderate.
You pick the man who score less runs to go and play instead of the other man?
Listen what I'm saying, sir.
No, just answer the question.
No, but I'm going to answer the question. I'm saying...
No. Answer the question. You're a cricket coach, two people. You have to pick between them. That you look at the numbers. Two of them bat 10 times. One score more runs than others clearly, and both of them were facing roughly the same bowling attack. You're saying that you would pick the man who...
I am not saying that, but I will... I'm not. If you will allow me, I will tell you what I'm saying.
Okay. Tell us what you do.
I'm saying, assuming that what you're saying is true, that Brian Lara on average scores more runs than Steve Smith.
What do you mean assuming? You don't know this?
No, I don't know. I don't check it.
Wait. We have been discussing this for years now.
I have never checked runs per...
No. You come today in the discussion and tell...
You know what, if this brother, you know, allow me to talk, me, I go cut him off again. If every time I open my mouth to talk, you interrupt, you will get cut off, you know. Gladly, you know.
Go ahead.
Good, sir.
Go ahead and make your point.
But every time you say that time I start make the point, you cut me off.
Okay.
You interrupt.
My apologies. Good.
So I'm saying, assuming that you're right, that on average, Brian Lara scores more runs per innings. Let's give you that, although I not check it for myself. It is also a fact that Steve Smith makes more runs before he gets dismissed than Brian Lara. You can't rule out how important that is. That's all I did want to say all along, you know.
Which one is more important?
Me think making more runs before people out here.
So you're saying that if you check the batting averages, you see a batsman who take longer to make runs before he's dismissed. You'd select him over another batsman who make more runs per innings?
It depends on the gap of runs.
What are you talking about?
In other words, I prefer...
Orville, you know, when I hear you talk...
But you ask me the question and you're interrupting, and if you... No.
My bad. Go ahead.
Every time you keep saying you're bad. You know why? Because you're never allowing me to complete a sentence.
Okay, complete it.
I think a batsman who averages 56 before people gets him out is more. I would go for that man than a man who averages 50 or 52 before people get him out.
Mm-hmm.
You see how quick me say it and then over to you now?
So we're going to ask you again.
Yeah.
We're going to ask you again. You have completed a tour.
No, man, me not talk about one tour.
No, wait. Orville, listen to the question.
Yes.
Because so far, you not answer the first question I'm going to ask you. You're the coach of a side. You have two players to pick between. One man clearly make more runs than the other.
How much more? How many more?
You are saying that you are going to pick.
And I'm saying I have answered the question. I said how many more?
By the time Steve Smith the same number of innings as Brian Lara would have scored, I think, 600 more runs.
But he would also get out more often than Steve Smith.
No. 600 more runs.
I am saying
if Steve, at this trajectory, if Steve Smith goes up and bats the same number of innings as Brian Lara, and I think he's right, he's 13 innings away.
Yeah.
If they continue on the same trajectory as they are now,
yeah.
Brian Lara would have scored almost 600 more runs than.
All right, fine.
Isn't that significant? Isn't that significant?
You see how you say something, me I say something now.
Yeah, is that significant?
Not over a career, but let me
What
ask
do you mean over a career?
You ask me something, I'm answer
you. A year to make 1,000 runs.
I am saying, my boss, if you average 53 in your or 52 in your career, it means that after every time you make 52, you are likely to get out. And me now,
Orville.
Me make 56.
To get out. We are talking about we are playing cricket in a country.
No man, but me are talking about runs over your career, but
in a country, we are going to play 3 games. We're going to have people going. We're going to play 5 games. We're going to have people going out to bat 10 times.
Yes.
Who you want to pick? You want to pick the man who is not out, or you want to pick the man who is making more runs, which is more important.
All right, so my time now. So you ask me.
Yeah, man, your time.
Yes, I know it's my time. I am saying, if one man scores 400 runs in a series, and he got out all 10 times, so his average would be 40. And another man scores 400 runs or scores 390 runs and is out once. I would think the man who scores 390 and was dismissed only once was more impressive in that series than the man who scored 400 and was out, all 10 times.
We'll follow that logic.
Yes.
Suppose the team loses by a run. Was the 400 runs better than the 390 runs?
I'm saying which batsman would have been more impressive?
Your team lost by a run. Was 400 runs inferior to 390 runs?
Suppose when you make your 390, the team lost every time.
Answer the question and stop going around.
I would have to know
the team lost by a run. Was 400
you lost by a run in which one? Remember,
runs.
It's a 5-test series, isn't it?
Lord of mercy, and you lose a test match by 1 run. Was the 400 runs inferior to 300?
Then suppose the match when we lose by 1 run, this man make... But suppose the match that... Hey, let me talk. The match with the man, when we lose by a run, me make 150 in that game.
Orville.
Nice try.
If you lost a match by a run...
And me make 150 in that game.
Runs, was the 10 extra runs more significant than being knocked out?
In that one match?
Yeah.
No, but you have to tell me how that one match went between the two people.
Yes, I know. Which
no,
one?
man, you have to tell me what me doing at that match.
Okay.
Suppose the man who made the 400 runs. Hold on. My time. No, you can't. No, me tell you, you can't.
Zidane, how many sound so far?
No. The man who made the 400...
Zidane, how many sound so far?
No. The man who made the 400 runs.
Answer how many sound so far?
After I make the point, I tell you your son.
What if the man who make that 400 runs in the match that they lost make a double duck? And the man who made the 390 in that match.
What does that have to do with the argument, Arville?
The argument is that...
No, you try to switch the argument.
No, I'm not switching nothing.
Zidane.
No, man, Zidane, man, we can come to you.
No, Zidane, me sound good, not true.
Answer if him sound good after time, come on. Nice talking to you, though. All right, we're at the break. So this is the point I'm making. The fact that you make more runs in a series than me don't mean you were more impressive in that series than me. Think about it, people. You played 10 innings, so that you played 5 tests, 10 innings. You made 500 runs, but you were out all time, so you end up with an average of 50. I made 450 runs in that series, and nobody not out me. You are telling me that the man who made 500 runs in the series, out all 10 times, was more impressive in that series than me who make 400 odd and nobody know me?
It goes vice versa sometimes.
But he's not prepared to accept that there are times
when the average is
better. Is a better indication of your quality. Him is dismissing that, you know. Now, you have to meet me halfway in the argument.
But just tell preacher, I think it's tight. When you look at the runs per innings and the average, it's tight between the two.
Yes, he's dismissing average completely. And the point I'm making.
He only wants to use runs per innings because he would have win the argument them time there.
And I'm saying the world won't use runs per innings. You know?
No.
Every time the world, Wisden, Crick Info, everybody is comparing A versus B.
Because they understand that sometimes not outs are very important.
Zidane, there is no way 500 runs out 10 times is more impressive than 450 runs in the same series out one time. Can't be. Makes no sense. The way it is starting. We'll take the break. We're coming back.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
Wolves are open to selling striker Strad Larson this month amid interest from Nottingham Forest. The Premier League's bottom side recognized allowing the 25-year-old to leave may be best for all parties if the right deal could be found. That would include a switch to the City Ground, despite Forest being one of the teams also fighting against the drop from the Premier League. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
High school sports are a powerful part of Jamaican culture, building discipline, confidence, and opportunity. But after Hurricane Melissa, many schools and sports programs were left devastated. Western Sports is committed to getting Jamaican sports back on track. Donate to our high school fund, and we'll add an additional 30% to your donation for schools to purchase footwear and equipment. Donate in store or email marketing@westernsports.com for details. Let's get our schools back on track together. Conditions apply.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, people. So I've already demonstrated that the amount of runs you score, if you make more runs than me, it doesn't mean that you are more impressive than me. In the same way that if you take more wickets than me, it doesn't mean you are bowling better than me. You can take 100 wickets in your career at 40 runs per wicket. I mean, take 90 wickets in my career at 20 runs per wicket. Now, you're not take more wickets than me. But which of us was the more impressive bowler? You with 100 wickets at 40 apiece, or me with 90 wickets at 20 apiece. So clearly, I am not looking at the amount of runs you make in isolation. I want to know how did bowlers do against you. So clearly, as me say, if you make 500 runs in a series, are out 10 times, And he make 450 runs in that same series. And out one time. I was clearly the superior batsman. But he didn't go there. That is why Dwight don't like when I ask him questions, because those make him look quite silly. Here's the other one. Yesterday he made the argument about Steve Smith's inability to bat pace. Now, this was up to January last year. So forgive me if there's some slight alteration since January 29th last year. I've showed Zidane the stats, so if you know, verify. Smith averages up to last year 55.2 against pace and 63.03 against spinners. Now, since the beginning of 2002, so that stat is all the way 20 odd years old. Only two other batsmen in the world, Shiv and Sangakkara, have averaged 55 and over against both pace and spin. Now both Shiv and Sangakkara stopped playing, which means Steve Smith is the only batsman in the world, a batsman who scored more than 1,000 runs against each, by the way, who averaged 55 and more against both pace and spin. Me not going to make you come spin the narrative that this is not one of the all-time greats. Not going to work. So let me say it again. Of all the batsmen playing Test cricket right now, I remember Sachin did play another era there too, since 2002. Only 3 batsmen average 55 and more against both pace and spin. Shiv, Sangakkara, the other fellow is called Steve Smith. He dominates both. So any argument that him not do well against pacers is ridiculous and flawed. And I'm here to wipe them out when them come out. That is what I'm going to do. Next call. Who this again?
Buzzrock from South, man.
Yeah, Buzzrock from South. How you do?
You know, Avil and Zidane. You know, I feel, so Zidane, Avil no most perfect, you know, most perfect, now Dwight no most perfect, Me is not a Dwight fan, But listen, when him come with an argument, the only thing with him in this argument, him ask you a question and him no allow you to answer.
That's my point.
But me I tell you, Avil, lots of people, me even have a doctor when we're right now chalice in the program. And you have, me know you're intelligent,
Uh-huh.
The man simply asks yourself, if a man score 399 and a man on the other side score 400, which of them win? Which of them?
Come again?
400. It must be, if a winnings, the man will make 399, that the side can't win,
No, but
it must be the 400. Come again, the second one now.
No, hold on, man. Hold on. He was talking about a series. Now, clearly, if I make more runs than you in the he said that he was talking about the test match that you won, So me will make 400 runs in the series. You will make 500 runs in the series. Now the match that we won, suppose me will make 400 runs in that series, did make more runs than the 500 man in that game that we won. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Now listen, you have it.
Listen the point again. Let me break it down slowly. He was talking about a game, one game that you win.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Now clearly, in the game where we win, the man will make more runs in that game, did better in that game than the man who never made more runs. But I was talking about in our series now. So in our series, Buzzrock, you make 500 runs. And me make 400 runs. But them out you all 10 times, and them not out me no time. Which was the more impressive batsman in that series?
Two ways about it, Avil.
Yeah, it depends on the context. But Avil say it depends on the context of the games.
Two opening batsmen. Two away are the two open batsmen.
What the strike rate?
No, it's strike rate to the matter.
No more. You set me up. You set me up in a position if you can win quickly.
No man, it don't matter the strike rate.
So if one away a crawl. If one away a crawl.
In a test man?
Yeah, but a test cricket still, man.
No man, if me make 400 runs and out in the test series and opener, and you make 500 runs and out all.
What if you a crawl?
It's hard for crawl. Because the other man might just bat round me. One day cricket, me could understand. But in test cricket, I put it this way. If I have 2 test match openers, and one, I know before the series starts, so when I go make 400 runs in the series, I don't get out. And when I go make 500 runs, I get out all 10 times. Give me the 400.
It depends on how quickly them runs they come there.
Me no matter. Not test match.
Yeah.
All right, I would prefer the lowest. We're coming to your buzz rock. Because Zidane can present the best arguments. You know. What is, on average, the slowest man is like a Craig Brathwaite. And the fastest man is like, let's say a Brian Lara.
Which is 60 odd.
Which is 60. I would prefer Craig Brathwaite. I would think Craig Brathwaite making 400 runs in a series and nobody not out him was more impressive than Brian but making 500 runs in that same series and out all 10 times.
With a strike rate of 60.
With a strike rate.
Brian Lara, the man of the series.
No. 400 and not get out 10 times. No much more impressive than that.
If the winning in Harville.
That's the point. So Lara help me quickly put me a position for ball out the other team twice. And see my get runs quicker.
Yeah, but
so who you want? 2 Craig Brathwaite or 2 Brian Lara in that scenario with those numbers.
If the gap is 500 and 400 over a career.
No man in the series. So you're going to either take 2 Craig Brathwaite with the 400 not being out with that poor strike rate or Brian Lara.
It depends.
Depends on the context.
Depends on the context.
There you go.
But so you're going to give me over a series now. I have to edge. Give me the man where you can.
You try to draw the game, them Harville.
No, but if one man out Zidane, me win.
Yes, you try to draw the game, them. No, they want time. If you are playing some quantity.
No, man, I'm assuming that the man who make the 400 also have some other kind of man around him. But Zidane, you see when you bat and nobody can out you.
No, we are comparing them individually.
All right, put it this way. Shiv Narayan Chandapal is as important to me as Brian Lara, you know. Brian Lara now go make, let's say me have 400 for lick off. Me need Brian, you know, but me need a man, me need that set of man when I go out now, you know. And still I go give me close to 50, you know.
Yeah.
In other words, Raul draft.
No man, in the team concept I understand it. But if you compare Brian Lara to Shiv, most of the time people give Brian Lara the edge despite the average.
But you know why?
Because the quickness.
Here's where I would probably go with Brian. Because the gap is so wide. But in a Steve Smith and Brian Lara, at 3 runs are the difference per innings, you know. So
I agree with that. That when you look at average it close and the runs per innings close, so that no, you can't argue either way.
No,
anyway, you can't argue either with Brian Lara and Smith because both are close in the
I don't want a man to say his boy. The 2 man can sit down at the same. Stop dismiss Steve Smith, brother. Yeah, buzz right. Yeah.
Zidane ask you a question, and say you're playing for a draw or a winning.
I want to win, but if I can't win, I would not want to lose.
Okay, so you draw the match.
Yes, and I'm saying you can.
Somebody else will call you, but look here.
Yes.
You are part of Mundeville, you know, you are part of Manchester, and I tell you have some real bright people who know you.
Tell the doctor lady hi for us.
Yeah, man.
That is listening. You say a doctor is listening.
And the taxi lady. Big up everybody like that.
Yeah, man, big up.
Right, my brother.
Here's what I'm saying, Zidane. If I have 2 batsmen who average 400 in a series and I get out, I can't lose that series, you know.
Yeah.
I can have 2 batsmen averaging 50 and still lose the series.
I know. So you're
depends on
you're playing safe. Now, if I'm going into a final day,
yeah,
chasing a score that it's unlikely that never make,
yeah,
I want the Craig Brathwaite type of Batman.
Yeah.
You understand? It comes down to the context of the game. So even if you self out. So as I said, it's close between the 2. So runs per innings close, average is close.
You say if that man them sound like you, a football me I talk about now. Stop make it appear as if Brian Lara is just this automatically better batsman than
no man, Mr. Rollman, man, especially with the stats you gave today about him away from home in the top bowlers
the top own 20 conditions. Best bowlers in the world in their own conditions. Since 2014. In their own conditions. So the top 20 in terms of average. All of them average less than 25 per wicket. Steve Smith backed those bowlers better than everybody in the world
since 2014.
And yet, we hear people saying that
that's very impressive. That's very impressive. I don't understand how Garvey never accept that point. You know?
I don't know.
That was
the man at 24 since the last 12 years, Steve Smith is the best batsman in the world at batting the best bowlers in the world under their own conditions.
No man, that is impressive.
Come on, people. The man averages 45 against the best bowlers in the world in for them own condition. Nobody does that. I'm not going to make us keep spreading the fool narrative against the man.
No man, that's very impressive. That's a big stat. How you dig it up? Has somebody sent it to you?
No, me just.
Can't go see my come here go research.
What else? No, me tell you, say, when them come like this, they force me to do some work now. So that done the argument about Steve Smith just beat up our weak bowling. You know? Him beat up our West Indies bowling. Him is the best in the world over the last 12 years at batting the best bowlers in the world. Argument not done, man.
All right. We'll take a break. We're coming back. You're asking.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, so when you're coaching, Zidane, coaching a little youth, you know the two things that you coach. His ability, you're coaching, test cricket, you coach defense. Mm-hmm. The first thing that you need to do in test cricket, as a batsman, is to learn to preserve your wicket.
Yeah, if you're not at the wicket, you can't make any runs.
And I'm saying Steve Smith has shown that he's better than Brian Lara at preserving his wicket before he get out. How we are going to dismiss that? Now, what other factor that Brian have? So Steve Smith scores more runs than you before people out him, brother. Oh, we all go around that. And that is what not out is. It means that the bowler finds you more difficult to get out. And in cricket, the two skills that determine how good you are is how many runs you can make, A. B, how can you prevent man from out you though? Now Steve Smith combines those two things better than Brian, which is why him average higher than Brian. It is just a statistical fact that Steve Smith combines run making and not getting out better than Brian. I know how Villigan says so, and the stats says so.
Let me tell you who do at them would have had a stronger point. If Steve Smith was a lower order batsman.
There you go.
The fact that him bat number 3 and number 4 predominantly. Yeah. It means that to be not out, he would have to bat long hours.
So him not batting at 8 and 9.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if he had batted 8 and 9, he wouldn't have 37 test centuries.
And he would have,
Steve Smith have more century than Brian, you know, brother. In 13 less innings, you know. I don't understand why me can't compare them two, man. When Dangerous in 5, say them can't go in the same room. So Steve Smith average higher, make more centuries, better century conversion, peak higher. Yeah. Then why can't in that room?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we go online. We go online. Hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Without knowing too much about cricket, whoever you say is better, that's one thing. But in my opinion, they'd have to be in the same room. All right?
Yes, no, man.
Moving on.
Man, they're in the same room for sure.
Yes, man. Sit around the same table, eat the same dinner, man.
No, mistaken.
Yeah.
Moving on. Zidane, when you say Nikola Jokic is the best offensive center of all time, did I ever tell people Zidane is saying the greatest offensive center of all time?
I don't know what you told people.
No.
You used to take me on.
What do I always say? When you say Nikola Jokic is the best, right?
Yes.
If someone, all right. What did I say about Tim Duncan? Greatest or best?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I won't talk.
Clarify what you want.
I said Tim Duncan was the second greatest player ever. I never said he was the second best player ever.
Okay, so you think LeBron James is better than Tim Duncan?
Different argument for a different day.
But you don't answer questions. Hey, you don't answer questions lately, you know, G Star.
Get that right. Get that one.
G Star,
I want to move on.
No, I'm not going to stay with it. No, I don't want
Yeah.
to stay with it. I just want to ask you, who's a better basketball player?
No, I don't want to get into that. All right. Next thing now.
Yes.
Zidane and Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe that one play decides the game?
No.
So when Preacher says the field goal decided the game.
No, he said was, well, what he said was a decisive play.
Yeah, decisive means it was decided, right?
No, decisive don't mean more important, do you?
I didn't say more important, but I'm saying you guys don't believe a last play decides a game. Correct?
More decisive in the context of English.
You don't believe. Hold on, let me say this again.
But not more important.
You don't believe a last second play decides a game. Is that true?
No, I don't think so. But I think it is more.
Okay, good.
But I think it is more.
Is that what Preacher and did Preacher say?
No, there's a difference.
Decided the game?
There's a difference between deciding a game and more decisive.
All right. Well, you have to explain it to me for another day.
I can explain. I can explain it to you right now.
No, but I want to move on.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about what you said yesterday.
Yes.
About the MVP.
Yes.
Are you aware how MVP results are, like how somebody becomes the MVP?
No, I told you yesterday that your argument should be that the MVP, the three potential ranking is flawed. As long as you're not arguing that it's flawed, so you cannot agree that Luka Doncic is an MVP candidate, not top 5 in his position.
So are you aware what you were reading yesterday in terms of the odds? Do you know who created those odds?
No. Are you arguing that the MVP
odds?
No, man. But I'm saying as long as you're arguing that the MVP, the way they go about MVP nomination is flawed, let us argue that. All I'm saying is that
everybody has their own opinion.
No, so it's asking a G-Star. You think they're getting they're getting it wrong with Luka? He should not be in the
metric.
So you're saying Luka should not be an MVP candidate? Because that can be your only argument.
Not a top 3 or top 2 MVP.
All right, that's it.
Where should it be? Top what?
Maybe about 8, 7.
Well, how many MVP did Michael Jordan win again? G-Star 5?
6. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
5. I disagree with 4 of them. They got 4 of them wrong.
All right, no problem.
Yeah,
so let me say this now.
I saw you got so on the radio. So I don't want your hold on. I don't want your no man company to come to about Michael Jordan have 6 MVP in a NBA
because
final.
the MVP
and
thing
Scottie
is
Pippen
flawed.
should have win them there. Them flawed. Or them look at it.
You're opening up yourself.
We don't want to hear about MVP and all NBA. Hold on, G-Star. I don't want to hear anything about all defensive and all this from you either. We don't want to hear not about all defensive.
People will decide though.
Good sir.
You know what? Let me So Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
So you're using another people's opinion to rubbish my opinion. Is that correct?
No, I'm saying that you cannot at one and the same time agree with the MVP nominations and then say that one of the nominees is not top 5
so
in his position.
Let me say this. Anybody using MVP voting to figure out who the better player is?
No. I'm not doing that. Listen what I'm saying, G-Star.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot argue that the MVP process was fair, that Luka Doncic deserves to be an MVP now.
No, for the most part, who wins it? It is fair.
I'm not talking about who wins it.
Second and third and
but
fourth,
listen to the
ranking.
Listen to the point where I make the G-Star. If you are top 3 as a nominee, you can't argue that these top 3 were fairly chosen, but that one of these top 3 does not make the top 5 in his position in the league. You can't be saying both.
Let me give the people an example. Right? Russell Westbrook won the MVP in 2009-17.
What position was he playing?
Guard.
Guard. Right. Can you say in that year he was not amongst the top 5 guards?
Hold on, no man, answer the question, G-Star.
Let me develop my point.
No, but he must try to change your arguments like him slick, you know.
But the whole of the world are listening now, said G-Star not answering when I ask him.
Hey, hold on. Yesterday you guys turned my call into Carnation Market. I love Carnation Market, but I don't want call to turn into it. Let me speak, please.
Yes.
Can I get 30 seconds to develop my point?
All right, so Westbrook was
you
MVP.
Just talk about Brian Lara for about 5 minutes straight. You can't give me 30 seconds.
Westbrook was MVP nominee. Develop your point.
Russell Westbrook was the MVP in 2017. He got the most votes. Did anybody think that Russell Westbrook was better than LeBron James? Or Kevin Durant?
LeBron James does not play point guard.
Does anybody think that? Hold on.
Again.
Can anybody? Wait, man. Stop your rubbish, man.
Yeah, man. He might try to change the
Can anybody argue that Russell Westbrook was not amongst the top 5 guards in the league that year?
Was he better than LeBron James?
LeBron James not
5
a guard.
people.
Was he better than
LeBron James wasn't even a guard.
5 guards. Guards. The man.
Players.
No,
you're talking rubbish.
You're being dishonest. You're being
Can you be nominated as an MVP candidate as a guard and not be amongst the top 5 guard that year? Anything else where you say?
All right. Let's go to last year. Donovan Mitchell was the second ranked guard in MVP voting last year. Okay? Behind SGA. Zidane, did you have Donovan Mitchell in your top 5?
He was special last season. Yes.
No, did you have him in your top 5?
Last season, yes, he was special.
Or no?
Yes, he was special. I said yes.
Is Donovan Mitchell in your top 5 right now?
No, not no.
Was he at the end of last season's playoffs? Probably not. Mr. Higgins, that's a real-life example.
Why all over the place?
What's a real-life example?
Donovan
Mitchell based on his
MVP voting, and he was a top 5 player.
No, I disagree with you. No, last season Donovan Mitchell was among the top 5 guards in the NBA last season, regular season. He was.
So he makes his point, so we know same point, and then think he must score.
Donovan Mitchell was special last season. He carried the Cleveland Cavaliers on his back.
Regular season, but was he really a top 5?
He was a top 5 based on regular season performances last season.
On what basis was he a nominee? Was he nominated?
So on what basis? Hold on what basis Kate Cunningham? Hold on what basis Kate Cunningham you have him as your top 5?
Pardon me?
Based on what you have Kate Cunningham in your top 5. Now regular season performance.
I'm drag at him and what he did in the playoffs last year.
No, but you said no.
Yeah, so that includes last year's playoffs.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, but guess what? When somebody says Cade Cunningham needs more body of work in the playoffs, what do I say? I say that is fair.
Let me ask. Your main point. Why is Jalen Brown?
Let me go back to Mr. Higgins, man.
Okay, we'll run from.
You're running from. Zidane, Steph Curry and Luka Doncic is coming to near you soon. Yeah, Mr. Higgins, you asked me to get the stats, right?
On what?
Let's just say Donovan Mitchell. Let's just say even Zidane is right. Donovan Mitchell is arguably a top 5 player. So what does that mean? It means that the MVP voting, if you're the second guard, it doesn't mean you're necessarily a top 5 player. I didn't have far to look. All I looked was last year. Donovan Mitchell is not certified as a top 5 guard in the league last year. So what do you have to say about
I never said top.
Boy, this is embarrassing.
I said top 5.
Yes, top 5 guard. Donovan Mitchell is not guaranteed to be a top 5 guard last year.
Was last year the year he was nominated as a top guard, as an MVP?
He was second in MVP voting. So what are you going to know?
He was brilliant last year.
Well,
but G-Star is discussing current form, you know.
Any year that you are a bona fide.
G-Star, so you're no longer talking about current.
You asked me to get the evidence, and your
evidence of what though?
Your response was well.
What evidence?
No, the evidence of what did I ask you to get?
You asked me to get who in the MVP.
Yes.
Right? Is a top 5 second guard, because that's Luka. Where Luka is, Luka is a second guard. There's no Wemby, there's no Jokic, there's no Giannis. You know why?
Yeah.
Because they're injured. So that means Luka defaulted to second place in MVP voting.
No,
it's
but
the same position. It's the same position Donovan Mitchell is right. It was last year. Donovan Mitchell is not a top 5 player. That's a fact.
No, we're not saying he's. No, you're why you got a top 5 player?
Was he a top 5 guard last year?
But he's arguably not a top 5.
Wasn't he a top 5 guard last
Why
season?
is he talking
about
player?
Hey, later,
we're talking about in your position.
Donovan Mitchell was
Wait, you're done.
Yeah,
man, next guy.
Tired of this understanding.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself, G-Star, the program.
G-Star.
G-Star.
Dishonest.
He gone to top 5 player.
Listen, people. Me not follow them as it and not them basketball argument. I'm saying you can't be an MVP nominee, which means top 3 best players in the NBA in the eyes of everybody. But you can't be top 5 in your own position. All of a sudden now this guy is saying was Mitchell among the best players in the league. I'm talking
and
about
asked if
in
Russell
your
Westbrook was better than
position.
LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook is a guard and LeBron was a forward. I'm dishonest, man.
Russell Westbrook, the year when he was nominated as MVP,
was among the top five guards in the league.
That is the act. Stop asking about player.
So when Nikola Jokic won, he was among the top five centers in the league. Sure. When Kevin Durant won, he was among the top five forwards in the league. When Curry won, he was among the top five guards in the league.
Don't rubbish this man up on the radio attack, man. How can you be an MVP candidate? But you're not top five in a position in your own league.
But this, hey, you know, say a regular you can you start on basketball. How you do it?
Because we start things and I'll leave it there.
Hey, you make Hamil mash up all the while for the basketball. All right, big up. All right, that is it for the program for another Wednesday afternoon. Big up to all listeners. Big up to all the callers. Join us tomorrow. Same place, same time. All over again. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful day.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
Mommy, can we go and get my backpack and my school shoes, please?
That's right. School is just around the corner. So I will definitely stop by Western Sports for your backpacks and your school shoes. They have Adidas, Nike, and Puma backpacks as low as $2,100. Not to mention PE shoes and school shoes as low as $5,000. Western Sports Ocean Village Shopping Center, Ocho Rios is my number one choice for back to school. What's their number? 876-974-2000.
Feel like carrying on. Feel like carrying on. What? Feel like carrying on. Zion. Feel like carrying on. Journey. On my way to glory. On my way to glory. And I feel like carrying on. Feel like carrying on.
Come and join me, my brother. Come and join me, my sister. Make me walk this road together. Let me worship our Maker. Amen. What me say? Amen. Carry on.
Feel like carrying on.
Carry on.
I feel like carrying on.
Press along.
I feel like carrying on.
Go and see it.
I feel like carrying on.
Hey.
On my way to glory. On my way to glory. And I feel like carrying on.
Listen me.
I feel like carrying on.
For I am convinced that nothing shall separate me from the love of God. Neither death, nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any power can separate me from the love of God. Children of God, I feel like carrying on.
No demons
can't stop me.
No powers
can't stop me.
No principalities
can't stop me.
Can't stop me.
Can't stop me.
Can't stop me.
Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Feel like carrying on. Can't stop me. Feel like carrying on.
Carry on.
I feel like carrying on.
Press along.
I feel like carrying on.
Go and see it.
I feel like carrying on.
Hey.
On my way to glory. On my way to glory. And I feel like carrying on.
Listen me.
I feel like carrying on. Talk to me. just me and you. I feel so lost, 'cause I don't know what to do. Now what if I choose the wrong thing to do? I'm so afraid of disappointing you. So I need to talk to you and ask you for your guidance, especially today when my life is so cloudy. Guide me until I'm sure I
Patrick Cornett.